Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here, welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to take a look at some fights against my favorite boss Green Lantern. The past few days I've been fighting him on my main account and then on my secondary account, and this has been an amazing and life-changing experience. Not only that, but I got to fight him at the same time on both accounts for the most part, so it was all Green Lantern all day, so all you could wish for. Here you can notice my Arkham Knight Batman, who's at this point with all the artifacts equipped on having 200,000 health, and at the same time he's having maxed out resistances. I even opened the game to be able to vibe check that, getting totally melted. You could see there Entangling Poison Ivy, who successfully tanked the super move, but after the super move was pushed into the hazard and then killed by a basic attack hit. So despite my best efforts and despite the ample resources I got at my disposal, this man is able to provide the challenge, and I do appreciate that. In this one you can see him constantly pushing me into the power drain hazard, such a cheeky bastard. Look at me not being able to use the special and set up the stun until 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the fights. It's just amazing how he's testing my limits. Now Harley's going to go to town and keep doing some basic hits. This is one of the more successful fights, one of the luckier fights we're going to see today. We got EPI yet again, tanking the super was successfully, but the good old trick, getting pushed back into the hazard. And at this point I'm like, if this means one less fight against this man, then I'm going to do my best to do damage even without EPI, because every single bit matters. Because as fun and entertaining as this boss might be, having too much fun is not great, and I want to cherish this experience every single time it comes around. You can see how much health this Arkham Knight Batman has by the fact that he's going to use the special 2 and heal himself for 47k, and that's only like a small amount of his health. Like, this man has more than 200k health and he's still gonna get melted. I hate this boss. I despise him from the bottom of my heart. And it's not even about the hazards on the ground, it's not about anything but himself. I mean, if there was no hazards on the ground, obviously this fight would be far more convenient, but this Green Lantern, John Stewart Green Lantern, is something I never ever want to fight against. So the problem with this man, there are a few problems. First of all, he's not easy to combo interrupt. You can combo interrupt him after 2 hits, but it's a bit tricky because it's 3 hits. Because some characters, when you press once the screen, they hit twice, so he goes 1 punch and then double punch, and that's his 2-hit combo, even though it's 3 hits, so you can kind of combo interrupt him at that point. And by the way, what you saw until now was the main account. That was supposed to be easy. That was the easy part. We're moving into secondary accounts. So yeah, first of all, he's got his very annoying basic attack hits. Then, this man is going to, unless you push him to the corner, in which place there's a constant dot hazards, he's going to constantly back off into a ranged attack like a bitch, and then try to gap close into a jump attack, which is also a terrible animation special. Trust us here, not managing to even tag the super of getting murdered, King getting murdered, first clone getting murdered, King getting murdered again, the second clone getting murdered again, and there goes King trying to survive a bit and deal some resemblance of damage. Yeah, Norris Snowglobe did a lot for us, and now we're gonna be stranded on the power drain thing. Look at him, look at how he's backing off using ranged attacks, using special 1. Like, if they programmed this to you, then this was by mistake, because this man was never expected when the character was designed to be a boss. If they programmed this man to be as annoying and as terrifyingly dumb to fight, they could not have done a better job. Now you can use your Green Lantern and sit on the left corner of the map and just not be power drained, and that's great. And Batman Drowned is gonna do that, and that was the game plan here. We were just gonna sit there, we're just gonna stack the passive, and we were gonna deal damage to him. And we're doing that for the most part, but boy, he doesn't leave room for me to hit him. Like, after I managed to chain a combo once, look at him, backing off, ranged attack, jump attack, back off, ranged attack, jump attack. Who did this? Do you playtest this? I mean, Rise Krypton has been out for a while, but I don't know why, but I'm extra pissed off at him. And his specials are gonna be specials that are gonna be able to be used all across the map. It doesn't matter, he doesn't have a requirement, he doesn't need to hit you or anything, and the special 2 on top of everything else is going to be Armor Pierce. Thankfully you can tag out in the middle of it. I just hate this, man. I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying this. I don't feel like, though I could have played every single fight you saw, could have definitely been played better, but I don't feel like by fighting him more and more I'm improving. I don't feel like I'm a better player coming out of this. I don't feel like I've learned something from this. I just feel more and more frustrated. I just want this man to go away. And you could argue that it's the same in Dawn of Apocalypse with Lord Joker fights, but no. Lord Joker's pretty chilled for some reason. He's nowhere close to the amount of annoyance that this man provides. Also, something else you can do on the topic of tips. You can use Black Lightning to heal yourself when you get power drained, because that's Black Lightning's passive. It's going to heal you a bit whenever you get power drains. It's not going to be particularly useful for the Zatanna fight, but I just threw it in there. Zatanna's going to deal some percentage hull damage. I know I should have used it before Batman drowned, but my bad. Third special, look at him backing off. Backing off. He had at some point an idea about getting towards me, but he backed off in the middle of the animation to just do a ranged attack. Look, ranged attack. Finally engaging some combo, finishing it in jump, and using a special too that one-shot my Zatanna. And now, I want this fight to be over faster, but I want my damage to be registered but because I have Black Lightning, I've gotta constantly heal him. He's never gonna actually be able to kill me, so I have to actually push myself out of the power drain hazard and push myself into the dot hazard, so I have to die faster. So I can end this fight already. Like, when you wanna die with that team that is, you gotta earn it. That was even more frustrating. Again, Batman Ninja team. On the main account, we had the Beta Club artifacts. They were going to have the Dark Metal Cards artifacts, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty chill with Bad Ninja team as far as dying goes, but it's still gonna be a nightmare as far as combo interrupting him goes. And by the way, Dot is going to be influenced by his stall attack. As you can see, Bad Ninja team takes very low dot values. Not comparable to the dot values that Arkham Knight that was taking. That's because we're reducing his attack. This is interesting information but useless information, because you're not going to be able to reduce his attack with anything else but the Batman Ninja team for the most part. Is just a warning, it will get worse in higher heroics. This on the secondary count is not as high heroic, but still as annoying. I think on the secondary account we're in heroic 5 or something, and on the main account we're in heroic 7. Farming it, get this man to a corner, keep combo interrupting him, using a third special. You kind of get the hang of combo interrupting him, but it's only useful for the Batman Ninja team because the other characters for the most part will die if they sit there. Here we go, use the special 2, jump attack, special 2 again. Use my own special 2, combo interrupt his ass again. Again, hit me with a special 2 and re-engage the combo afterwards. The fun fact is that he can definitely re-engage the combo after a special 2. You can do that yourself with John Stewart Green Lantern, and when there's a boss doing it, that's a little bit of a problem. And for last team, this is not gonna be a particularly good team to deal damage. We're gonna deal some damage, but not a lot of damage. I think my Collector is gonna die at some point. But basically the point is, if you're struggling just staying alive against this fight and you have Inflant Sakumen and you need to get those third special out of the way and you're eventually gonna grind him that way, you can use Hellboy as a tank, because this way you're going to be able to not die, because Hellboy heals himself from the hazards on the ground. Just make sure you get a reasonable amount of health on him, because his special 2 is Armor Pierce and that will hurt Hellboy a lot. Keep pushing him to the corner, third special by Collector. Yeah, Collector's gonna die at some point soon enough. I'm not gonna comment on this fight further, but I hate this man so much. And I think I hate him the most because I fought him a lot of times, but this time it's something else about him. It's simply something else about him, and I never want to see him again. But yeah, all being said, thanks so much for watching. Like, reflected, disliked it. If you're fighting this man, good luck, and I'll see you all in the next one. Today I'm fighting the tier 5 bosses. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Goodbye.